All right.
Traditional roles. Traditional roles. What are your thoughts, man?
Well, what did you mean by that?
Are
When you say
they? Do
traditional
we
roles?
still want those? Do we still? Are they still? Do they still have a place? Do they still have a place? Traditional? Do they still exist?
Hey,
Or
I don't think they exist the way they used to exist, but God, I wish they did.
whoa, what you mean by that? Now remember now this is the trick. It becomes tough to say I want half of them. I mean, how do
You
you
want
do
half
that?
of what?
I want half of the traditional roles to come back, but not all of them. I don't want everything that comes with it. I only want some of them. I mean,
What
when
would
you
you?
say,
What does that mean? What is half then? Would
I
you?
mean,
I don't
okay, when
understand.
you said, okay, maybe I didn't understand your point. When you said, I wish they came back, were you
Yeah.
saying like, what men being chivalrous, men, the women being home at home, working from home, and the man going out and work? Is that what you mean?
Uh. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you, so okay,
Yeah,
so
because I don't see nothing wrong with like a man having his wife stay home, take care of the house, take care of the kids, have something, cook for him when he gets home.
mhm, mhm.
If I'm providing the
Right,
way I supposed to provide,
right, right.
then I don't see nothing wrong with that. But that's the key. You can't ask for a woman to be in a traditional role
If you're not
if
gonna,
you
right,
ain't if you ain't
provide,
fulfilling
right,
your end.
right,
So in order
right.
for her to be in a traditional role, then you have to make sure all the bills is paid. You have
Mhm.
to make sure that you got enough money coming in to take care of everything
Right.
that needs to be taken care of in the house. You
So
can't
you
just
would
ask
like,
her to hmm?
so you would like to see, and it's not just that though. It's everything that
Oh,
goes
I would
along
love
with
for
that.
Venus to stay home and just take care of me. Hell yeah. Who wouldn't
I
want
mean,
that?
but what else comes with that though? That's
What you mean?
marriage. Marriage. You didn't have. I mean, would that then wipe away gay marriage? I mean, you know what I mean.
How?
That's what I'm asking. Does would that
That has
roll
nothing
all
to
of that
do with
stuff
gay
back
marriage,
also?
though. That has nothing to
Okay.
do with gay marriage.
Okay. So when you say that, you're talking about traditional roles within your
No, I
household,
mean if it's the same, it
traditional
works the
roles
same
in the
thing with a
family.
gay marriage. Let's say two men were together
Right.
or two women were together. If one wanted to go out while the other one stayed home and took care of the house and took care if they got kids, it's the same thing. What's the
Let me
difference?
ask you tonight. Okay, what would most women say about that? Well, I mean, I guess would you think that
Some
most
women
women
would
would
like
say,
it, some women won't.
right,
Some
right,
some women are ambitious. Some women are independent. You know what I
now this
mean?
is where we need somebody to
And
click on. Come on, Lynette.
some women are independent, and that's
Right,
fine. But if it's an individual situation. You know what I
right,
mean? I
right,
think it's a couple's choice,
right, right.
or
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
yeah. No, I agree with
me
that. I agree with that.
personally, I was just
But
giving
but
you my personal, like that's what I would like. You know what I
but
mean?
but at the same time, and again, I'm being devil's advocate, I guess, looking at it from the other side. If you're the breadwinner and your wife stays home and takes care of the home, that means that basically you have the would that mean, and this is the question, that basically you have the final say so because you're the one upholding the home. Would that mean that she could still be independent?
Final say so.
Would that, well, disregard that question. Can a woman still be independent if she's completely dependent on a man?
Can she be dependent if she's
Independent.
well? That
Can she
you
be independent?
how yeah, that's you can't be independent if you're dependent on a man.
So
That's the whole
right,
definition of being independent.
right. So, and you're right. Some women would like that, but then, like you said, other women that
There's
are
some women who would
independent.
like to don't want to go out and work every
Oh,
day
absolutely.
and
I'm sure a
would
lot
like
of them
their
don't.
husband There's a lot of women like that,
But
you know
then,
what I mean? But there's a lot of
but
women
Knight,
who have ambition, who, you know,
exactly,
they want to
right.
go out and make
And
their
I
own money. And there's
and maybe
nothing
that
wrong
would be
with
the
that. I'm
no,
not saying there's
it's not.
anything wrong with that.
And maybe that's
What
where
I'm
the challenge would be though, because then a lot of women would have to, a lot of those independent women would have to give up that independence and become dependent.
now, if you're saying like traditional roles, like the man run the household,
I mean, but that's what we're talking about.
whether two people are working or not, like
What
whether
you mean,
like
Knight?
for me, whether I'm working or I'm not working, my house is my house. I mean, it's her house.
Right,
I bought it for her.
right,
You know what I mean?
right,
But what I'm saying is, I'm the king up in this bitch. You know what
right,
I'm saying? This
right,
I'm the king in this castle. She's the queen in this castle.
right,
You get what I'm saying?
right.
Like that traditional role, I mean, to me, that ain't gonna never change. I mean, and that's just my personal opinion. I mean, I
Right,
don't know if that's what's the word they use, male chauvinist or not,
right, right.
but
I mean,
you
but
know,
what you just said though, you're not saying that you're the end all be all. You still run it as, well, maybe this is a question. You're the
what you mean
king
end
up in
all
the.
be all?
I mean,
We make decisions together,
that's my
right?
point. That's what I was about to say. Right,
We
right.
make
You're
decisions
not
together.
you're not the king as if you know what you say go and that's it. You come together.
Well,
You run
there's
the
certain
home.
situations.
You run
No,
your home
no,
as a
no.
team. You run the home as a
We
team.
we run our home as a team,
Right.
but there's certain situations that, and she knows that because like and I'm just I can't speak on anybody else's
Right. Of
situation.
course.
I'm just speaking on mine.
Right.
I don't say a lot. She does what she does, and that's fine,
Right.
right?
Right.
And you know, most of the time I don't care one way or the other
Right.
what you know, how to sit, you know, whatever
Mhm.
things taking place or whatever. But
Mhm.
there's sometimes when I say this is the way shit is gonna be,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that's the way shit is gonna be. You know what I
Right.
mean? And
Right.
that there's a certain, like there's certain times when, you know, she knows when, like, no, I better not fuck with him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or like he said that this is the way it needs to be, so this
Right.
is the way it needs to be.
Right. Right.
You get what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, I think that as long as you're a good decision maker, you know. But
right,
again, I
right,
think you're
right,
supposed
right,
to take
right.
your
And that
partners.
goes
You're
back to
supposed to
trust
take the
and
other
everything. She
person's
trusts me to
thought
make those
into
decisions. Right,
consideration. You know, you hear her point of view, and you two
right,
hash it out. But then
right,
you're right. If there's a disagreement, one person has to make a decision. You know,
right,
that's there's no way
right,
around it. You know, you
right.
can't compromise on everything. You
Right.
know,
And that's what I mean. Like, yeah,
right,
there's most things I don't give a shit either way.
right, yeah, yeah.
But there's some things that, like,
If there's a
yo,
disagreement,
yeah.
this is what we need to do. Right.
And
Okay.
that's just in my opinion, that's just the part of being a man. Like,
Right.
you know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
Everybody can't wear the pants in a relationship.
Right.
There's
Right.
only one pair of pants in each
Right.
relationship.
Yeah.
And I ain't
Yeah.
saying the guy has to have them
Right.
or has to wear them,
Right.
but they can't be two pair of pants.
Right. No. No.
That's
No.
too much
It won't.
conflict.
It won't work. Right.
It won't
Agreed.
work.
Agreed.
Right. Yeah.
All right.